The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act is newly elected President Obama's first major course of action. Today, I'm joined by John Maynard Keynes, a British economist from Cambridge, who has come over to the United States to help President Obama and his team of economists to help find a light at the end of this economic tunnel.
The government must run a deficit. It is not something people like to hear, nor is it something Congress particularly likes to do. But at this point, it is our best plan of attack.
And so, this is what you've come up with? An economic stimulus package?
The ARAP is the best plan of action we can take right now to prevent a full-blown recession from occurring. It will directly inject capital into a slowing economy, allowing projects to be started and money to start flowing again.
So in your opinion, this economic recession is out of the private sector's hands, as in it can't be fixed without major government action?
That is absolutely right. 100%.
The basis behind Mr. Keynes' economic model is that, at extreme economic slowdowns, the private sector making up the country's GDP or gross domestic product can no longer push the economy and demand to healthy levels. This leaves one area in which the economy can forcefully stimulate the economy: government spending, running huge deficits until the economy can literally be kickstarted with billions of dollars. In a complex economy, government spending can be a lot more confusing than it would first seem. Where will the government spend their money? What taxes will be cut, and to what extent? How does the government intervene without ruining the free market? Two radically different economists, Adam Smith and Karl Marx, sat down with us to tell us their opinions, not only on the current crisis, but also their proposed solutions. You don't think this is a good idea?
Absolutely not. The government running this huge deficit is only going to cause long-term problems in the future. It's been shown time and time again to make the market extremely inefficient and obstruct the natural process of economics.
But couldn't you say this recession is a result of the lack of regulation, the private sector going amok?
The economy is going to have fluctuations in GDP and employment. The idea is, however, that the market, left on its own, will naturally balance out once more through the basic principles of supply-demand. Government action will only delay this neutralization, if not completely prevent it from happening. By the way, I brought you something. The invisible hand. May it guide you on all your economic ventures.
This is a sign of all the capitalism's problems, faux shizzle. You let all these bougie people make these risky choices and with no personal repercussions.
So what now? Is this the time for the government to intervene?
The proletariat should have risen up years ago, taken control of the government, and then taken control of the entire economy. We don't need a private sector that continues to fail year after year.
The idea is not to dismantle the free economy, but rather recognize that the private sector, consumption and investment has gotten into a downward spiral that cannot end this recession. The government, unaffected at the expense of others, has to spend money, has to put faith back into the system. Government intervention is at times,
Always.
Never.
necessary.
Say it a couple times.
Never. Never. Never.